September 1967. It's all about firsts. September 1967 is when it all began for Ohlone College. The very first classes, the very first students, the very first instructors and administrators, beginning a new academic legacy of higher learning here in the San Francisco Bay Area. And now, here in the fall of 2017, as Ohlone College continues with its special all-year celebration of its golden anniversary, we invite you to join us right now along our journey. It's 50 years of academic excellence, with this look at where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. A brilliant past and a bright future. That's us. We are Ohlone College. Going back in history, the residents of Fremont and Newark in 1965 went to the polls and by a majority vote decided to form a community college district to serve growing southern Alameda County. Fremont, Newark, and Union City were on the verge of tremendous growth at that time, sprouting from small, sleepy farming communities to vibrant suburbs beginning in the 1960s to today, being one of the Bay Area's most dynamic regions to live, work, play, and oh yes, learn. It was a dream come true for the cities to have their own community college, but it needed a name. Finally, a name representing the heritage of the Bay Area, chosen at last. In June 1967, 3 months before classes began, college district administrators officially named their brand new college after the Ohlone people, Native Americans of the Northern California coast, who inhabited the region from San Francisco to Monterey for hundreds of years. Before the Europeans arrived in California in the 1700s, they had an especially rich history in what is now Fremont, with the founding of Mission San Jose here in 1797. Andrew Galvin is an Ohlone descendant, proud of his heritage, proud of his family, and of the college that bears the family name.
If I see a student who's got a shirt with Ohlone on it, in the newspaper you hear about something happening on the campus at Ohlone College, and now with our satellite campus also in Newark, that Ohlone is over there. It's very much to have the name used and to proclaim, because so few people, you walk the streets of San Francisco, our major city in the area, and ask people, do you know who the Ohlone are or who the Indians were? And so this helps also to keep our name out there.
The Fremont area is deeply rooted in Ohlone Native American history. It's not just the name, it's all about the area. It's in the land. Andrew Galvin knows his family planted these old olive trees centuries ago.
And we know my ancestors in the first 20 years of the history of the mission built over 100 adobe structures right in this very area where we're standing. The olive trees are positioned in the meltdown of the walls that once lined here of the buildings where my ancestors lived and worked, and that were built by my ancestors, the Ohlone Indians.
While a permanent Ohlone College campus was being chosen, those first classes 50 years ago got started on the campus of the former Sarah Center for Girls in September 1967. Soon, the sprawling 500-acre Huddleston Ranch in Fremont's Mission San Jose district was tapped to be the permanent campus. Construction began in the early 1970s, and the first classes on the new campus began in 1974. Floyd Hogue and Douglas Treadway, attending one of our 50th anniversary celebrations this year, shared with us what Ohlone was like while they were here.
I'm just very thankful. I'm thankful for the college and how it has developed, how I was treated as the president superintendent, how my relationship with the board of trustees and my relationship with the faculty. For me, I think this was a real growth period in my career.
The college was very receptive to giving me a pretty free rein to work with the faculty on new teaching methods and build buildings that were LEED certified and, be out internationally. So I think it was a great synergy with my background and my interest in the campus. It was just perfect timing for us to come together, and off we went. It was a great adventure, and it's still going.
Jim Wright has become Ohlone's resident historian during this 50th anniversary celebration. Here's more on our Ohlone legacy.
I think it's a special time. It's a special moment in time when we can stop and consider what has taken place over the 50 years of Ohlone College and the impact that the college has had on the students, employees, and the community.
Reflecting the growth of the Tri-City area through the years, Ohlone opened up a second campus, the Newark Center, in 2007. At Ohlone, students learn from some of the very best educators, representing a wide array of backgrounds, interests, and occupations. They know that the success of our students means the success of Ohlone College. And for 50 years, that success has grown year after year.
Because I get the affirmation of turning on a radio is all around the country, and certainly here in the Bay Area, and hearing these people just ply their trade. And so there it is. It's instant gratification to say, well, I guess we did a pretty good job, because there they are.
I think we've had an impact not only on the school, but on the students who were here, and they remember the monitor, and I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say that was a good time in my life, because they got a chance to work toward a common goal, and people were young and enthusiastic and learning, and it's a good experience for people.
It was an amazing journey, and I loved every moment of it. I loved teaching, so it was a pleasure to come to work every day.
I think the rock and roll to me was the best way to get to the kids to think about different things, to maybe loosen up if they were too conservative, or maybe if they were too liberal, to get less loose, if there's such a term as less loose. But it was a great teaching technique.
The Fremont campus is undergoing a major transformation that's expected to be completed in the next couple of years. Construction began in 2016 on the buildings, which will house classrooms, laboratories, offices, conference rooms, and the library. After 50 years, Ohlone College is now one of the leading community colleges in California and in the country. And looking ahead, we will continue to strive for excellence, to be the best. After 50 years, we must be doing something right. We've had a brilliant past, no doubt about it. We are on our way to a bright future.